Welcome everyone. In today's reading, we are going to cover DC Comics' Dark Days the Casting. Dark Days the Casting is a prelude to Dark Knight's Metal, an event that is set to wrap up in March of this year. Dark Days the Casting and all the characters featured in it are property of DC Comics. This issue is currently available digitally and in a comic shop near you.
In the pages of Hawkman's journal.
Though I've been called many things, adventurer, philosopher, archaeologist, the job never changed. I was nothing more than a detective.
As Hawkman furthered his investigation into the mystery of the metal, he had heard tale of men who never died.
No one ever thought to gather them. The Immortals.
After sharing his story of reincarnation with the Immortals, an old man emerged from the crowd and presented a dagger. As he walked forward, he explained that the metal was brought to our world by a being that was cast out. That being wanted to return and destroy. And the truth would strike like lightning.
Meanwhile,
Scream! Batman stood crouched before a giant griffin. Clothed in a heavy suit of armor, wielding a shield and a metal spear, Batman charged at the beast. Scream! Roaring fiercely, the griffin shattered the spear and prepared to strike Batman, when suddenly Wonder Woman swooped down and sent a stream of fire between the two combatants. The griffin sat and let Wonder Woman place her hand on its head. She explained that Batman only had to ask nicely, and it would have let him into the temple.
I was going to do that next.
Together, our two heroes walked into the temple, revealing Hephaestus' abandoned forge. Wonder Woman explained that the gods had left Earth because they knew a great war was coming, a crisis that could douse the light of creation.
I know fear, Diana. I'm not hiding anything. Every question leads to another question. I hoped Hephaestus could shine a light in the darkness.
Upon hearing this, Wonder Woman revealed that the weapon she had wielded earlier was the Sunblade. It was forged by Hephaestus using the 8th metal. Handing the weapon to Batman, she explained that the sword was to light his way, but he needed to be aware that the gods had their own agenda.
So do I.
As Batman attached the Sunblade to his belt, he explained that something was happening, and he was at its center.
There's a message calling out to me. The more I try to listen, the more it sounds like laughter.
meanwhile, in the Batcave in Gotham City.
Do you see the big picture yet, Green Lantern?
The Joker stood in front of Duke Thomas and Green Lantern Hal Jordan. A thin blue field separated them. Duke was doing all he could to control his rage. That Joker had been underneath the cave this entire time.
Why so angry, Duke?
The Joker taunted Duke, asking if Duke was angry at being a cast-out, second-rate Robin, or if he was mad that the Joker had driven his parents insane.
Duke, don't.
Unable to control his rage any longer, Duke lunged for the Joker. Electricity shot everywhere as Duke was caught in the force field.
I haven't had this much fun in ages.
While Hal was struggling to try to free Duke from the field, Joker explained how he had encountered the Dionysium under the Batcave. When he did, he saw an ancient painting of the bat behind the bat.
I needed to know more. The owls knew. It was a great conspiracy. I'm sure you know what I mean, Duke.
The Joker pointed out that the field was reacting strangely to Duke's body.
You did this.
Duke struggled to speak as energy from the field coursed through him.
You're not listening!
The Joker lunged forward, grabbing Duke. As soon as he had made contact, the field burst and evaporated. As Hal and Duke struggled to stand, the lights in the cave went out. Hal attempted to light the room, but his ring was still malfunctioning.
I know how this story ends, because it's all happened before.
In the pages of Hawkman's journal.
As they investigated the words of the Immortals, Hawkman and Hawkgirl discovered ancient paintings of the Hawk tribe that was betrayed by the Judas of the bird tribes that sided with the demon. It was in these paintings that they learned of the metal. The Immortals warned them that this metal needed to be destroyed. Driven by his hunger for discovery, Hawkman chose to seek the source of the metal, to challenge it. It took years, but they were able to use the wizard's dagger to glimpse into the darkness.
I saw something great and terrible staring back at me.
Meanwhile,
Batman explored what appeared to be a destroyed facility. Using the light of the Sunblade, Batman journeyed deep into the darkness. Batman...
Double X, is this Cadmus base?
Double X used his psychic abilities to explain to Batman that the metal was cursed and it had destroyed the facility. Batman, run. With that, Double X fell unconscious. Before Batman could care for Double X, Talia al Ghul emerged from the shadows. She explained that her father, Ra's al Ghul, had been a part of the council that met at the beginning of the 20th century. While at the council, Ra's had witnessed a dagger made of the metal Batman sought out. The 9th metal. She was here for that very dagger.
What if I offered you a trade? The 8th metal for the 8th.
Batman held out the Sunblade. Talia revealed the dagger. As they traded the metal, she warned Batman that the dagger contained a bit of the power of the wizard who wielded it. The power of Shazam!
Back in the Batcave.
Show yourself, Joker!
Duke and Hal had managed to find the way back into the main part of the Batcave. There they found the Joker smashing a machine. Where is the joke in this? Hal called out at the Joker as he and Duke charged at him.
This isn't funny.
The Joker spun around and struck Hal Jordan in the jaw with his crowbar.
This is what your bosses sent you to stop.
The Joker explained that if Batman used the machine, it could end everything. Refusing to believe the Joker, Duke tackled him off the landing they stood on. They fell several feet. As they landed, Duke pinned Joker to the floor and began punching him repetitively.
Duke, aren't you curious why Batman picked you?
The Joker told Duke that he was flagged by the Gotham Hospital. The flag was for an unexplainable metal toxicity. Batman was tracking those who were flagged by this toxicity. The Joker's words shook Duke. He slowed his attack slightly. Capitalizing, the Joker slammed his crowbar into the side of Duke's head.
You're the signal. I can't allow that. I'm going to have to kill you now. And the signal goes dark.
Believing that he had defeated both Duke and Hal, the Joker turned back towards the machine he was smashing. A deep rumble shook the cave as the Batwing rose up from the pit.
Your story is over, Joker.
The Joker laughed hysterically as he explained the irony that he was the good guy here. Before they could secure the Joker, Duke screamed out in pain. A blinding yellow light emerged from him. Hal lunged out, catching Duke just before he fell to his death. Pulling Duke back into the Batwing, Hal looked around to see that the Joker was gone.
Jordan, what have you done to my cave?
After filling in Batman on what happened with the Joker, Batman, Duke, and Hal returned to the machine Joker was destroying. Once there, Duke explained that he could still see the outline of the machine. Handing him his ring, Hal helped Duke reconstruct the device. Batman placed the dagger into the device, hoping to finally see the answers to the mystery of the metal. Seconds pass and suddenly Batman collapsed to the floor.
I don't understand. I did everything right, but I only saw darkness.
3,000 miles below Gotham City.
It is done. The dark days are over. The dark nights are coming.
I hope you all enjoyed Dark Days the casting. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you are notified when we post our next video. If you want to continue with metal before we can cover it, pick up Dark Knight's Metal number 1. Thank you all for listening. Have a great day.